Man, get up here in the Zoloft to get your head right.
Oh, hi there, and welcome to the Zoloft. Well, the liberal internet overlords from Google to YouTube to Facebook, Twitter, etc. are typical Democrat bigots who get their rocks off on discrimination. Democrats hated Republicans enough to form the KKK to terrorize them in the 1800s and after. And Democrats hate Republicans today. Democrats have always been the party of white privilege. Now they hide behind the accusation of white privilege, the same way they hid behind them white hoods and sheets. They are still cowardly, hypocritical bullies. I know you're not trying to talk about me. I am totally talking about you and your donkey holding party. They claim to be against the big corporations and for the little guy. Yet these media companies are big corporations who sold out to big corporations and are screwing the little guy. But should I sue them? Y'all, I ain't got no interest in that. An argument that says that these platforms should be sued is that they're a public utility like a phone service that is denying services to its users. Y'all, these social media outlets ain't that kind of public utility. Look here, we pay for phone services. If the phone company that I pay money to deliberately fails to do the job of facilitating the means of me transmitting and receiving calls, then I got a case. If the gas company or the electric company or the water department and whatnot deliberately fail to do the job of facilitating what I pay for, then I got a case. We don't pay for Facebook, YouTube, Google, or whatever. They are not denying me a service that I pay for. I believe that they're cowardly, underhanded bigots, yeah, but they haven't taken my money and given me back nothing. They are bigoted sellouts who have devastated the livelihoods of the little guys they claim to care so much about by yanking the rug up from underneath them, doing things like pulling advertisements and monetization from us. But y'all, I never paid money to guarantee me to be part of such a program. When I make comments calling out these media outlets, I don't do it because I expect them to change or be fair. It's kind of pointless because they don't understand fairness. They think that fairness is achieved by them being unfair to other people. They're too blind to see how that doesn't add up. Democrats have always been that way, justifying to themselves being unfair to one group of people so others can enjoy fairness at the unfair expense of others. That's just how they're wired, man. That's who they are. Now, these businesses belong to them and they can pretty much run them any way they want. Discrimination ain't a popular thing, and the free market would shut them down. But the free market can only be effective with that if there's an alternative, a competitor. And there really isn't enough alternatives or support for one. Anyway, y'all, check this out. If a band sets up on one side of an outdoor mall and the owner of the property didn't charge them to use the space while not guaranteeing them exclusivities, and then the owner lets another band set up across from you and gives them lights and a huge speaker system that will drown out anything that you're trying to do, which keeps the crowd from hearing you and draws the crowd away from you or away altogether, then that's really messed up. And that's exactly what these internet bullies are doing. But that's not illegal. The band wasn't charged to play there and wasn't guaranteed an exclusive spot. Y'all, I call out these people for their hypocrisy, not so much because I think it will change them. I mean, I hope it does, but I know they're hardwired hypocrites. My hope is that other people who aren't as hard-headed as they are will see who they are. And that's why these people hide my videos, because they know that I got a word that be coming through me that gets through to folks. They don't want it to register that, hey, despite how much these white liberals claim to curse white privilege and promote Black Lives Matter, how is it that they're discriminating against this guy who happens to be black? Do black lives really matter to them? Well, it's because you're Christian and conservative, so According to their narrative, Black Lives Matter. So what I think doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm black. Don't make excuses for them, okay? Hold them to their narrative. Anyway, how come they're not making sure that advertisers are waiting on him hand and foot to advertise in his videos, forsaking their white privilege to appease him?
And it wouldn't surprise me at all if you liberal content creators are getting screwed as a sacrificial pawn. You know, you're their alibi, so they could say, see, it's not discrimination, we do it to everybody. But I'd say, yeah, it's quite possible that they're screwing you just so they can screw us.
These socialist Democrats of these media platforms don't want you to see my videos because they don't want me to point these things out to you, and how their ideals of forced fairness and forced inclusiveness don't work. It works for the elites making bank off it, but it don't work for the people in general. Now, it used to be in order to be a YouTube partner or be eligible to have your videos monetized on YouTube, you had to have like a fair amount of subscribers or views. I was among those people back in the day. Now, anybody can pretty much be eligible to get a piece of the pie and share in it for practically doing nothing and making a video of it. And this exhibition of letting everybody share in the pie is having catastrophic results and screwing over lots of people. This is what happens when you try to apply that forced policy of sharing the pie. You will always screw over more people than you claimed you would help. This is happening to a whole bunch of people right now. People be telling me, don't feel bad, it's not just happening to you. Why would that make me feel any better knowing that it happens to other people? I know it's happening to other people and it sucks. Why do you think I've been warning you about what liberalism does for all this time? Because I don't want you to get screwed. It ain't all about me. Heck yeah, I want y'all to be fruitful so you can afford to buy my stuff. But anyway, y'all, this is happening to a whole bunch of people right now. And you still may not understand why. And they don't want you to see this video because they don't want it to click with you. Because I'm pointing y'all to a real-time example happening right under your nose, how people being forced to share the pie screws everybody. People did better when they were allowed to make their own pie. And they want you to keep thinking it was Donald Trump's fault or something. They don't want you to see me pointing these things out to you. How these high priests of so-called tolerance and acceptance and so-called free speechers are even intruding on the free speech of other liberals and crippling their livelihoods. I've long warned even you liberals that this is where your liberal ideology leads. But y'all, suing these people ain't my interest. I'd much rather put that energy into competing. And one of my prayers is that a God-fearing conservative patriot who knows a little something about setting up a social media video sharing platform would contact me so we can create a competitor. Thanks again for hanging out with me in the Zoloft. Make sure you share with your friends, family, even people who get on your nerves. Just remember, y'all, when you share and support my work, a little bit of leftism dies. Which is probably why they don't want you to see the videos. People did better when they were allowed to make their own pie.